I lost my phone. Oh,
Too late. Hey, folks, welcome. This is Engineer 775, and to my left, I have Johnny Valentine from Gain Solar Services, Abraham Cluxton, and a phone. Anyway, we are going to have some fun tonight. We're in a hotel room, and we're just finishing up a job, and well, we hope to finish it tomorrow. So anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to do a Q&A with my panel of experts here. And also we're going to do a giveaway somewhere during this. We're going to stay on all night. If it takes us all night, we'll stay on.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
We are trying to get this gentleman's channel up to 1,000 subscribers. And and shameless plugs, I know, but the thousand callers already.
Oh, hello. You got a little telethon going there.
The person that is Johnny's 1,000th subscriber, I'm going to give away a free consult. I do consults on the phone. I do site visits. You might not want it, but I'm giving it away. It's $150 value, and it's anything to do with water, power, energy, and I'll give you a free hour of consultation time. But again, it's the 1,000th subscriber tonight. We're at, what are we at, Johnny?
Andrew Breslin.
No.
Has subscribed.
What number are we at?
No, I'm telling you.
Okay. So we are probably about 40 subscribers away from hitting this milestone for Johnny.
973.
Whoa. Dang. We got 20.
What happens? What are you going to do? They win it, and then it's just like some 18-year-old punk or something.
Well.
Got it. We
have another call. Is it my phone? Oh.
Hello. We're getting a lot.
We don't know if we're getting any channels in here. Or is anybody chatting on this thing?
Scott, the calls are rolling in tonight.
Are they rolling in tonight?
Yeah. This is somebody, they just pledged $3,000 for your greatest hits CD. Wow, you're going to really enjoy that.
The phone is going nuts. Why?
Thank you for your call.
Where is the chat window?
The chat window?
I see people on here, but is anybody saying, can somebody help me out here? Breeze, I got Roy, Amber, Redneck Prepper. You guys help me out and say something? I don't see any comments.
What are you going to do?
Hey, there we go.
They don't.
I have a question. How do I get you to come work for me? I have a job for you in Georgia. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm in Georgia. No, I'm in undisclosed Georgia.
I asked 3 times now. Oh my good. Have you sent me an email, K-Dan Frew? Okay, K-Dan Frew. If you send an email to info@Practical Preppers, Engineer 775, say something. All right. Oh my goodness. We're gonna readjust. We're gonna have a little fun here. We're just getting warmed up. Info@Practical. Can you spell?
I'm just going to watch the video while you're on it, and I'll read you the comments so you can just relax.
I can chill out?
Yeah.
We got a few people on here. Is this a telethon? Yes, it is, Adirondack. This is a telethon. Sorry, I'm hogging the camera.
We're trying to get to
so the line. Oh, there we go again.
Preppers. Gain Solar. Fun drive. Temporary headquarters.
Yes. Got notification 30 seconds ago. Wow, that's weird. Ready for a Johnny V music video channel. I don't think he brought his guitar. Did you bring your guitar?
Sing us a live one. Give us a line. Give us a limerick.
We're here strictly for the money and the followers tonight, folks.
Oh gosh.
We're taking telephone calls.
What is going on?
Visa, MasterCard.
Good question, old man.
Let's pose a serious question.
No, seriously. The real reason we came on is if you have any kind of questions that people have been asking during this install. We've kind of tried something different here. We've been going live during the installs instead of trying to shoot a bunch of video and then go back later and edit it all. We've just been going live and show you what we're doing.
Give us a recap. Give us a recap.
Technical questions. Are you reading these, Johnny? Can you see them?
Oh, no. I was trying to watch your video. Okay, here. Oh, where is his video channel link so people can
see it?
Sign up.
That's
a good question.
Well, it's Gain Solar Services. I'm typing it in.
Say something.
You can type in there.
Gain Solar here, folks. Now I come into the video chat. So if you look at the video chat, you just click on my name.
Just search Gain Solar.
I've already come up right there. See it in
there? Okay.
And I'm reading the questions here. No money for you here, fellas. Just if we're kidding about the money.
Yeah, but I will give away a free consult. If that's of any use to you, we'll cover every aspect of water, finding water, drilling wells. We're drilling a well tomorrow, so we might go live with that. And then all types of pumps and solar installations, and just fun with water. We're a lot of hot water ideas we've been installing.
KK's got a good one.
What's he got?
All right, he says, explain the benefits of the flying V configuration.
Okay. I'd be happy to do that. Johnny can do that. I have a flying V configuration at my house that Mr. Valentine helped me install. And the benefit is more for the off-gridder. It allows you to get a more, not so much of a steep bell curve in your charging of your batteries. You're kind of early in the morning, my charge control, I can watch it. It'll come up and start producing early in the morning. And then they'll kind of equal out, producing the same amount of power at noon. And then towards the afternoon, my Western array kicks in, and I have this awesome, it's not as steep, not as high of a powered at any one time. So I get this nice charging profile of my battery. So we do the angled or flying Vs. And we also thought we were getting some more power at times. One array might reflect and put more power. We haven't really been able to measure that. Some people do the flying V in the opposite way, and you could do that as well. But yeah, we do that for battery charging reasons. If you were just grid tie, we set it south.
I got a grid tie reason.
Another reason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just like so big in this channel. I just want you to be comfortable. I know that you've been working all day. I know Scott and I really are sitting next to each other. Oh, get another call. Go ahead, Adrian. Oh. So
you're not that small. What is this, parallax?
All right, here's I killed it. All right, so
parabolic dish or something.
If you're grid tied and you're selling all your power to the grid, if they're giving you like 1-for-1, which is where any power you push in back through your meter counts like retail rate, then it's a good deal for you. It doesn't really matter when you make all the power. So you could just face your solar array direct south and whatever your latitude is, maximize it for the total average sun. We're going to make the most power.
Get the most power you can.
But if your power company is one of those power companies, like a lot of the power companies in Georgia, where anytime you push a kilowatt back through the meter, they only give you the avoided cost.
That's not nice.
And that's what they do in Georgia. I don't know where else they do it, but they're going to be doing this more and more.
Time of use rates and
and so in a place like that, it would make more sense to face like southeast or southwest. You'd want to face the solar panels so that they're like going to make the most power the time of the day when you use the most power. And that's the whole idea behind this east-west thing is like we're trying to make power when people need power, and it's not necessarily at high noon. And at high noon, there's so much sun that if one panel's a little bit off one way, one panel's facing southeast, it's not really going to matter. They're still going to have plenty of power at high noon, but they're going to have power later in the day and earlier in the day.
Did you get that? I hope you got all that. I mean, he's very technically oriented. He's a real solar nerd. So yeah, we got people saying, should I unsub, then sub?
How many watts?
No, please don't. Somebody
just subscribe. How many watts can a charge controller carry? I need about 5,000 watts. So I'm guessing I'll need about 10,000 watts of panels. Dale Folk. Okay, so if you go on any of the websites that have, or any of the charge controller manufacturers' websites, we use Midnights, we use the Magnum PT100s, yes. Midnight Classics. TriStars are pretty good. We don't ever use them. We use the FM80s when we're doing outbacks.
And we use Flex Charge. Just don't tell Johnny.
Yeah, but any of these manufacturers' websites are going to have how much power it can output, and
how much solar you can put on it.
Yeah, but a Midnight Classic can do 5,000 watts.
Okay.
Dale.
What's the starting rate for an off-site consultation?
He subscribed to me.
Off-site consultation is $150 an hour plus travel. So it depends on where you are. A lot of things I can figure out with you on Google Earth and the phone. So save you a lot of money with a phone consultation. We can start there. And then if you do want a site visit, be glad to come.
What's the best way to store excess power? Is the power more valuable than a fiat currency from the utility monster?
There's so many ways to store excess. This is a great.
That's kind of a loaded question at the end.
Storing power.
Kind of like an alternative swing.
We have batteries. We're going to talk batteries tonight, probably. All different type of electrical storage. Phone ringing yet? And there's thermal storage. We're getting into storing, think of your water heater. Why don't you dump some of that energy into your water heater? That's a huge battery that you can put at least 8 kW in a day on average. And it's before you send it to grids. Put 8 kW worth of power into your thermal storage system called a hot water heater. A water heater. It's not a hot water heater. It's just your 50 to 60 gallon electric water heater is a great way to dump energy. So store energy in ice, store energy in air, compressed air, energy in electric batteries, flooded lead acid, AGM, and lithium ion. We kind of say the same thing over and over, but it's kind of fun. If you can store, thermal storage is cheap, it's dumb, it's simple.
But I don't know where Do Good Truly is located, because Do Good Truly is the one that asked that question. If you're somewhere where they're giving you 1 for 1, you buy a kilowatt, it's 12 cents. You push one back, it's 12 cents. Like, doesn't matter. But if you're in somewhere like Georgia, it's almost a better deal if you can use all the power locally. There's another thing that happens in Georgia is almost all the power companies that you enter into a bidirectional metering agreement, they charge you like $12 a month or $10 a month for a bidirectional meter. So you have to have at least a 1.5 kW just to overcome the meter charge. So, on a small system, like a 3 kilowatt system in Georgia, if I do a battery system, I might not even grid tie it because it doesn't make sense.
Smaller systems, we try to convince people, buy a simpler system, Magnum inverter, battery. Why grid tie unless you get into the 7,500 watts and above? So there's a lot of questions here. You also do hybrid wind and solar. We have, but we don't have a lot of experience with wind because where we are, the wind's not very good. So we've put up wind to kind of just placate some customers that really just wanted to try it. So we put up wind. We've done some hydro, but solar is the hub. You can add on solar, you can add on hydro, you can add on generators, gasifiers, hydrogen, whatever you want to do. But our main system, our main hub is solar.
And this guy
making electricity.
Yeah, this guy that asked about the charge controller, he's saying, what if he's using 5,000 watts of power? Doesn't he need 10,000 watts to charge the battery per night? That's not how it works, man. Most of these battery backup systems, if your system doesn't start selling power back until it's full. So, like, I don't really understand what he's saying, but
I'm not sure which.
If you've got,
what was his question?
If you've got a charge controller that can handle 5,000 watts and your load in your house is 5,000 watts, your charge controller is going to charge the battery up first. And then if it's a grid tied system, it'll keep the battery at like 95% and sell off the top of the battery. And it'll make all the maximum power to sell through the battery and the inverter. But I don't really understand what you're asking there.
Why are you saying so much?
He just asked a question. I'm just trying to understand.
Okay. You're figuring it out.
I'm just trying to get views. All I care about. I was actually.
So is the angle for the Flying V 202 and 157? We don't
go for it.
We just kind of like close our eyes and drill holes.
We get the what's that thing called?
The Pathfinder.
Yeah, we get the Pathfinder out.
Every site is different. We're on a site where he has such an awesome south, more westerly. He's got a lot of trees in the morning on the east side.
Right.
So there is no set angle. We kind of pick it. So it's not that accurate. We just kind of determine what looks good. A lot of our customers don't understand the technology. If we leave their place looking awesome, if it looks good, they're very happy. We don't put solar on the north side. No, we spend a lot of thought. We argue. We discuss it, and I'll say, John, you take Pathfinder, and then I'll take the Pathfinder, and no, you pick it. No, and we'll try to argue, and finally that array gets in the right location. We had to move today because we would have put the array in the middle of a septic tank. So we have to adjust based on the customer's property, the site location, the sun insulation.
I'm at 976.
The aggravation. You're at 976.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night, man.
Well, we only have 60 people on.
I know their priority also.
We're gonna stay on all night. Hey, Spencer, have you looked up an AC coupled solar array yet with Sunny Boy and Outback for off grid? We've done that.
It's not the ideal configuration.
I just got hit. Yeah, we've done one. It's not the ideal configuration. It does work. If you look up their white paper on it, your limit is 6,000 watts on the solar, and you need to have a decent sized battery because when that SMA hits that battery, that's the trouble with AC coupler. We were discussing it today. It's not regulated. It's not as forgiving as DC coupled with a charge controller.
There's
It works.
There's like 3 or 4 real AC coupling systems out there that really work
Sunny
well,
boy.
and they're all like talking to each other and ULS across the board. There's the Magnum with the GT500s. There's the SMA Sunny Island with Sunny Boys. There is the supposedly
Fronius.
No, Fronius ain't got nothing. There's the Chilicon.
Oh yeah.
Chilicon has these microinverters, and they do frequency shifting. So they'll do frequency shifting and they'll do frequency voltage control. So they supposedly they work well with generators too, because if the voltage starts to rise, the Chilicons they'll back off. And if you have a battery inverter like a Magnum or an SMA or a Xantrex XW inverter that does frequency shifting when the battery voltage starts to rise and the solar array's charging the battery too high, they frequency shift out and ramp the inverters down. What is the other one, man? There's 3, aren't there?
You said 3.
AC coupled, but isn't there one more? One more AC coupled system?
Not that I can think of.
No.
SMA?
Xantrex had one. That's what it is.
They had one. Okay. And we have there's a Solar coming out that is
DC
it's DC coupled, but it's like a string inverter.
Yeah,
so
like
it's kind of a hybrid out there, and it's a Solar. It's an 8K EMP hardened inverter. Solar powered septic tank. Now there's an idea.
That sounds good.
Now we do have macerating pumps that we've powered on the critical loads panel. Can you explain? I'm thinking of getting a propane tankless. Yeah, we've just been talking a lot about Michael Bridgewater. We've been talking a lot about making water different ways. I've come back to let's just do it with electricity. If you can make your own electricity, you can make your own hot water. Propane is going to be, when the propane's gone, it's gone. What are you laughing at?
This looks like the Office Space apartment scene where he has his construction neighbor. Have you seen that? Yeah,
The Office?
Office Space.
No, I haven't seen Office Space. This looks like the Office Space.
Oh, dude, they're asking. Michael Bell's got a good question here. When pairing a generator with solar for off-grid and grid down, do you set it up with the gen to charge the batteries or power loads only or both? All right.
Multiple ways. And there's these solar guys don't like generators. I'm a generator guy. So, so we have different views on this, but we're doing a job right now with a generator. So go ahead, talk about it, but don't take forever.
All right. The rating in the Xantrex inverters have a generator input and an AC input. The Magnum and the SMA ones don't. So, if you've got an inverter, all those battery inverters are going to pass the generator through to all the loads and charge the batteries. But you got to be careful with some of them because you don't want to feed a generator into an inverter that's going to sell power back, or it's AC coupled grid tie inverters, because the generator and the grid tie inverters will get into the Mexican standoff and they'll blow the boards. Is that enough?
Yeah. No, I'm just you lose people sometimes. So you get too deep and technical on some of them. Sorry, we get it. Anyway,
I'm just trying to drop knowledge.
Do you talk about the automatic transfer switch stuff too?
Drop knowledge bombs.
Please focus on the dusk to dawn solar street lights, and also battery size for 2,400 watt.
Dusk to dawn solar street lights. We know nothing about that.
We don't know much about that. Mm-mm. Thank you, fillers.
Pure sine wave inverter advantages.
Sorry about
Just
that.
kidding. I have money.
Can you explain pure sine wave inverters? Don't get a modified sine wave inverters.
The pure sine waves are very inexpensive. There's no reason. Everybody wants to try to get away with something and really cheap out.
It's like, should I sharpen my knife? Or should I
there are things that can run on a modified sine. There's a lot of things, and you can also destroy a lot of things. So why destroy your equipment? Run it on a halfway decent inverter. I know there's a lot of Chinese inverters out there that are pure sine, and you can go for it, and a lot of people do. But we try to buy American equipment, right down to the panels. We did put up some German ones today, but they were high quality, very nice frames, heavy duty.
On the box,
did it?
It said high quality German.
Did it say high quality? Okay, but they were nice. They're very sweet. So anyway, we don't recommend. There's people that tell me all the time, all these cheap Chinese batteries and inverters. We don't have time for all the service calls.
Do you consider the fire risk when installing battery banks? Do you think you should put it in a separate building, a small shed beside the house? If you can, but a lot of people don't have the real estate, so it goes in the garage or the basement. We vent our batteries, try to do everything the best possible way and get our customers to agree to maintain them. If they're not going to maintain them, we do a sealed battery. But if you're not going to maintain your system, check on it.
Yeah.
Anything.
What do you think? I mean, the biggest fire risk to me isn't from batteries.
It's the biggest fire risk.
The DC side of it on the roof. I don't know. We've seen some bad. I don't know. I think.
I mean, if you don't take care of your battery and like the connections get all corroded, you know what I'm saying?
I've never seen a battery fire myself.
I was a firefighter the other day. It was a golf cart battery fire.
Really?
Yeah, because people don't take care of their golf cart batteries, and the connections get all corroded. Then they go and plug it into the charger, and then it just gets hot.
Well, I don't know if we answered this gentleman's question or not.
But I do think about the fire risk. You always think about the fire risk. But
you're so famous, Johnny.
Who's so famous?
I don't know. Mr. Sergeant Tom, M. Sergeant Tom. Geothermal is solar. Only way to go, in my humble opinion. Geothermal's yes and no. Geothermal still requires compression. It still requires compressors, and I don't know. We've seen a lot of geothermal systems. A lot of people have them installed because they got tax rebates, but they're all these double pole breakers with very large locking rotor amps on them. We can't start them. Some of those systems, some of the water furnace, really high quality geothermal systems, we can't even start them on some of these inverters unless we stack and make a so you got a very expensive geothermal. Now you got to build a very expensive off-grid solar system to start these. The problem is in the motors, like in the compressors. We can't. You would not believe the amperage it takes to start it. They might be efficient. What?
Abraham Cluxon says, "Thanks over charge."
Oh no. Who makes the ice runs for your cold drinks? Abraham. Hey, Abraham. Adirondacks for me.
That was a great comment. Talk about that nickel paste to avoid calling.
Thoughts building a solar Jenny versus pre-made. Yeah, we talk about it a lot. We see a lot of not so well thought out or put together solar generators. We've built a couple
with some mighty lofty claims attached to them.
Very lofty claims, and so we can build you one. We can help you with that. We can get you the components. Thanks for the answer. I didn't consider this from DC.
976, man. This is going to take a
Are
long time.
welders too hard on solar systems? Like a welder is an adjustable. I mean, it depends. You can weld. I weld with my Lincoln 300, but you got to really be careful. I can't really weld some thick steel, but I can stick weld with it okay if I keep the amperage low. I'm burning 1/8 inch 3/16 rod, so I can weld with it. But I can't start my compressor. We talked about that today because I can't. It doesn't have enough, so I'm gonna double up the power. We need more power.
We need to remind these people while we're here so we can go to bed.
Remind these people here.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's just
what we're doing here, folks. There's a lot of good questions. We appreciate it. I'm trying to get to it. We're doing this telethon here. We are trying to get Johnny Valentine over 1,000 subscribers. The 1,000th subscriber to his channel, Gain Solar Services. They're calling again. I'm offering a free consultation on a free water and energy consultation. Hopefully that helps somebody out.
A lot of our subscribers are dial-up. You got a lot of people tuned in on dial-up tonight.
That's right.
I subscribe. Thanks, KK. Appreciate it.
We saw you, but KK, you wanted 1,000, but we do appreciate it.
I find welders are far more gentler than plumbers. Funny guy.
Link to his channel.
You've talked about heating water and the HVAC with the same system. Yes. That is the simultaneous. That I have a lot of videos coming. I am 90% done with my installation on the simultaneous chiller. So you'll see some videos. I have a lot of videos to post on that thing. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's a big project for me. Big fill-in. Abraham's helping me out on it. Ditch the Hondas, go with Predators. Get out of here. What are you talking about, ditching the Hondas?
Hey, I mean, the Predators are good generators, man.
Just because it's got more power.
I got a generator and I got a Predator and a Champion, and they link up.
Yeah. Abraham figured this out. He just starts plugging things into stuff, and sometimes it works. But he companioned a Predator and a champion. The champions are sold at Northern, and the Predators are Harbor
good job.
Freight.
Mapleberry just came through with 979 subscribers. Thanks, Mapleberry.
All right.
We hope not to disappoint
Just
you.
gave you
How do you keep your above ground tanks from freezing?
A lot of my above ground tanks are kind of partially buried. For one, I try to keep all the plumbing coming in below the frost line. So wherever you live, if your frost line is 3 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet in Canada, I'm going to take that tank down so that the plumbing is under the frost line. And then that's water that's exposed. You might get a skim of ice on top, but it will not freeze. So it depends on where you live. But they used to have huge water tanks in North Dakota for locomotives. There were steam locomotives that were exposed to the most brutal environment. If the volume is big enough, they won't freeze. So, take that for what it's worth. We've had some on some really high mountaintops where we've had the tank never freeze, but a little thin skim of ice, and it might mess with the float switch. We get a little overflow, but it doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't break anything. There's such a mass there. And we can also use that tank as you can put that tank inside your building, and that thermal mass will keep your plumbing and your pumps from busting. We've seen that. That's fine.
He told me not to talk too much.
I'm sorry.
He's got a lot to say.
He does have a lot to say. He speaks with authority. So they want to know, can you talk about Earthships? Somebody else is looking for a good roof installer. And then
you're not? Johnny's a good roof installer.
Not. So here's the deal. No.
What's this about? Oh yeah, Adirondack for me. The reason that we're talking about the 1,000. YouTube changes the rules a lot, Johnny. It used to be when I first started YouTube, I had to hit 1,000 subscribers before I could monetize the channel. And Johnny he has dreams, hopes and dreams, and for him to be able to make at least $1.50 a month.
One day I'm going to make it out of this solar installer lifestyle.
He's trying to retire off of YouTube. YouTube is an awesome creative outlet for both of us, and so we have fun with YouTube. And if we could make a few pennies to pay for the materials that we buy to put YouTube videos up, that's cool too.
No, but Scott, you also told me that we should be doing one video a week, or one video a month, or just trying to be consistent with it. I hadn't been consistent with my channel at all. And then I'm
trying to tell him what to do. He won't listen.
And then I got that email from YouTube basically saying that I wasn't good enough anymore.
That's not what they told him.
They know, but they said if you don't get 40,000 minutes of watch time and 1,000 views, so I said I'm going to start trying to do YouTube better. And this is just a push. This is a YouTube push.
Yeah, we just thought, and we're a long ways away from home right now, and we're having having some fun.
When you're doing really if you're doing something that's not very fun and terrible, like working in crawl space or cleaning out sewage, we don't do. It's nice to think that people are watching and you can show some people. There's people out there who care. Oh, get another
What's
call.
up from Henderson, Texas?
A lot of dial-up. Oh, somebody asked if they'll come to Texas.
Edward L. Are you in upstate? Yes, thinking of building soon. Upstate South Carolina. Would love your help. I'm in a low country now. Getting very crowded. Well, Edward, just contact us when you're ready. We will help you. Here's the deal with Earthships. I'll just come in real quick. Man. They are okay in wherever that extreme environment they came from, somewhere in New Mexico. Michael something's the guy that invented them. I saw Garbage Warrior. I worked with a guy that built an Earthship in Georgia, and it was complete overkill. Everything he did was total overkill. If you just go for passive solar design, good insulation, watch your overhangs, make sure you're not overheating your house in the afternoons in the summertime, do some solar, some good insulation. You can build a zero energy house that doesn't look like what would you say an Earthship looks like? A dumpster kind of? You look like a dumpster? It's a berm type.
Yeah, it's cool to berm stuff. It's not really a dumpster. Yeah, so we're talking about the movie Garbage Warrior. It's a movie about Earthships where this guy designs the way houses are built, and they're great structures, but they're freaky looking compared to everything most people are used to seeing. The idea of berming houses is a good idea, and he has some really good ideas, but I think it's overkill.
But it's campaign right now.
But it's a good idea.
Anybody know about the TVA buyback is here? We had a customer use off of TVA. They were making 23 cents a kilowatt, and they were doing really well. What's that? Tell Johnny Valentine he'll be on Discovery with E775. Let's be viral. Well, we're trying to, Mr. Hunt.
991.
Woo!
Wow,
We're almost viral. We'll be on Discovery
soon.
before you know it. You guys need to send some of the. I don't know what that means.
That's another one of our dial-up customers.
Could you explain yourself, Mr. Hunt?
Paul Wainwright.
You can't? Okay.
Was that Carlton?
That was Ed. That was no, that's Edward L. That was Mr. Hunt.
So this guy Carlton.
991.
991, that's right.
Want that console?
Yeah, where in Tennessee's at? TV GPP does not even pay retail. Yeah.
Can you tell?
Oh yeah, all the gals calling us.
Are the gals calling?
We're all happily married and with children there, buddy. We don't go around looking for women. We are in one of the most dangerous counties in the United States, though.
Engineer says, all right, you were right yesterday, and it was an Italian last name. Forget about it. I knew that. He's over here. Johnny's like, is that from Louisiana? I'm like, oh, Bobby, the men. Forget about it.
AVE is a YouTube guy who tears down tools and components to see if they're worth it, what you're paying. That's cool. I bought a neodymium magnet today.
It was a real cool. It's a good stud finder.
Adirondack says 992. Thanks, Adirondacks. You've been
keeping us updated.
He's been there with me through thick and thin. I don't even know where the Adirondacks are.
In upstate.
Good to hear, Brian.
Is that Brian?
Brother Brian, my brother, yeah.
Which one's Brian?
Right there, Brian Hunt.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, that guy. Forget about that guy. He's off the grid.
Gain Solar. We'll come out there and hang panels for you. Yes.
Are you guys in Chicago?
Yeah, forget about it. Okay, forget about it.
No, we are not in the Windy City. We are not in Chicago. We are in the Carolinas.
What I'm trying to figure out is how am I going to
Johnny's in Georgia.
How am I going to know who the 9,000th person is? What if it's
Adirondacks is going to let us know.
They're going to claim.
Oh, okay. What if I'm in the 100 or the 1,000?
You can subscribe to yourself.
I can't if I log out and get on a different channel. I wouldn't do that though, y'all.
That painting looks like a Motel 6. It's actually much nicer than a Motel 6. This is pretty nice. Thanks to Johnny, he put us up in a nice spot.
Very classy place.
It says 991 here in Canada.
Well, you're right. DWF, you've really been vocal lately on our channel. We appreciate your support.
Yes, sir. He's been on both of us. You guys are in the Southern Adirondacks.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. That's what they call the Blue Ridge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hating the HOA these days. Can't wait to break free.
Yeah.
We hear you on that one. There's a lot of people. The guy that we're working with today, he broke free.
Yeah, HOA is a
homeowner association.
They're like, we don't.
Are you religious? Potato chips? What made you think we're religious?
Yes.
No, we don't believe in religion. Religion's man-made. We believe in God. We could go off on that and explain why, but no, that's fine. I've lost a lot of subscribers due to my belief in Jesus Christ, so I'm okay with that. But I don't.
The beer.
Yeah. Lock your tail. Thank you. I did. The first thing we found out we were in a very bad place, and so I did lock my tailgate. The last time I was down here during Hurricane Matthew to try to help some people, somebody stole my tailgate.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, it was $4,900 tailgate.
That was tough for you.
It was very shocking.
That was hurtful. I remember your face. It was like this. It was like,
where is my tailgate? Off my brand new truck. Gone. Was like this. Abraham told me about it.
You were shocked. You were just befuddled.
Or was it Chris?
You were befuddled.
I think it was Chris.
Oh.
Hey,
anyway.
Hey Siri.
Yeah, I locked it.
Took the whole tip. Yep. They took the whole thing.
They took the whole thing. Yeah. Camera, backup camera, steps, handles, gone. Anyway.
Hey, they said, I just want to go back here real quick to my main man up above.
Southern Missouri.
He says, Southern Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done some work in Southern Missouri.
No, we haven't done any work.
I have. I drove to I bought Lake of the Ozarks, and I drove 15 hours. I did.
No, but I'm saying, let's just tell them James.
Oh, I can. Are you looking for help? If so, any advice on setting up a 3 to 4K system for year round?
On setting it?
On setting it up. Yeah, we have a friend, James Bartley, Skywire. What is this company?
Skywire Electrical.
Skywire Electrical.
I don't know how spendy he is.
Yeah, he does big stuff. I mean, he
does everything.
He's
an electrician.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Just Porcupine Ranch, just send me an email and we'll get you the information if you need to.
It looks like maybe we have a South African on there.
Where?
South African.
Who? Tom? Tim?
He hasn't subscribed as in Johnny's buying the prawns. He said prawns. South African. Things are different in District 9. My South African accent is a tough accent. Ford tailgate? I need a Ford tailgate.
Well, there's one down here on somebody else's truck. I was stationed in Missouri in the Air Force back in the 70s.
Somebody just said HRM, weapons specialist. Just made a very good comment.
Weapons machinist.
He's saying that too bad they didn't take your whole bed so you could get a real truck.
He said turn into a service truck.
Yeah, a real truck.
I have to. The thing about that, weapons machinist, I get a lot of crap about keeping my pickup truck a pickup truck, but I carry the heavy loads. I carry the machines, the long stuff, all the stuff that won't fit in the little
white whale,
the white whale flower delivery van.
You talking about like flowers
like flowers for Valentine's Day.
993 subscribers and climbing.
Thank you, Mr. Church. How much for the solar farm gone wild?
How much does it cost?
What's he talking about?
That guy. Remember that guy tried to sell us a solar farm, then he tried to sell us the beautiful woman generator.
Yeah.
Was a beautiful. Yeah. I didn't get.
And then his wife left him, and then his trackers went nuts.
I don't have a price. He did not give me a price. He just called me up and offered to sell me a solar farm. And then later on, I found out who the guy was. And when I went to fix a jackleg system he installed, they said, you should go down there and look at this solar farm he put up. It's a real trip.
Josie Wales from Missouri needs solar.
Mm-hmm. That's a good name.
Where's Josie Wales?
994.
Thank you. We had her on that.
Joe asked Church. Says he has a question, but he hasn't asked it yet. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian. When are you going to come work?
I thought you were off the grid, Mr. Hunt. How can you be doing this so real time?
Whose sub count are you watching? I am one ugly guy.
Oh, yeah.
Who's calling you there? Carlton?
Is it Dave? One ugly guy? Hey, Mr. Webster. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Whose subs count are you watching? Oh, we're watching Johnny Valentine from Gain Solar Services.
We're trying to get up.
Do me a favor and subscribe to this guy. He's a blast to work with. Really good solar guy. And sometimes he goes, we got to corral him. And he's got some alter egos that are very interesting. You need to check out his channel. But other than that, we're just trying to help him out. So,
Brian, when are you going to come down here and slap some 2x4s up on the wall with us, son? You're a hammer swinger.
Yeah, he'll come on down.
Old Abe's been butchered a little wood in his day. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Big D.
Old Abe.
Oh, yeah.
Call Brian?
We got to get Brian into the solar business. He's got plenty of opportunity, but he just won't
spinning his wheels and hook them panels we sent up there to you, buddy. Hook them on up.
Take that.
Pat that little Honda on the carburetor and give her a rest.
I heard about what he does to Hondas. Appreciate it.
What size was that wacko psycho solar farm? Oh, that's the tractor.
Oh, dude, it was huge. It was huge.
20K.
The scary thing about this solar farm is it becomes self-aware.
Just the music night was worth it.
Oh, see, I never know whether people want the music.
They're all asking for music.
You guys take on interns? Yeah, we have taken on interns.
Can I talk about that? Please let me talk.
Okay, talk about interns for a minute.
Scott can't really take on too many interns because they don't really know how to work, and his blood pressure goes way up. The whole time he's like, why don't you learn how to work? Let me show you how to do
show you how to
put that thing up. I had to be like, Scott, you have an intern. It's like smoking a pack of cigarettes.
3 bags.
Then he started hiring real humans. Real.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't get me wrong. I love teaching, and so it's fun. But when we got to get the job done, I kind of get back in this mode where we gotta get it done today.
What happens though when somebody's like, It's kind of like their hands
sloth are long.
They try.
They
to
don't
do
last
stuff, but
long.
their hands are like that. They just clubbing it.
They gotta
And
go.
they're like, what am I gonna do? They go into suspended animation when you turn around.
So what we've had to do, we've got, it helps if people have a family and they have kids. They're motivated. They're skilled. We got the best electrician. We got some guys that like to work and are good at working. What?
Sorry to interrupt you. We're at 998.
I was on my soapbox.
You're so fired up about these millennials. That's that's a call.
Y'all, that ain't a good one. Just subscribe to him. Thanks, David. One ugly guy.
But if you are an intern and you can really work, just be prepared to feel like you're not a man.
What's going on here? Show. I can't. It's some weird thing. What did you do to me, Tal?
Just be prepared that if you're not a good worker, Scott's going to make you feel insignificant. And what's the word for like not enough? Not enough.
You're going to feel
insufficient and emasculated. Yeah, you're going to feel like a loser.
You can't be a professor in Anderson. Johnny needs you. Amen. Solar Foods.
Can't be a professor in Anderson. Oh man.
Oh man.
We all need you.
So we are at 998, and when we hit
999.
999.
Are you 999? So we're looking for that 1,000th guy here, or 1,000th person.
Who's it gonna be? How are we gonna tell who it is?
The guy they used to clean dug ditches. Who's that? That's usually me. What? Intern could be a hole digging gopher getter. Absolutely.
They don't dig.
They don't dig good enough usually.
College kids.
Yeah,
they're millennials.
They don't know how to apply pressure to a shovel correctly.
I think Farm Fresh Goodness was $9.99.
How do you properly?
Somebody keeps unsubscribing. Somebody's playing that game, are they?
Farm Fresh Goodness is subscribing and unsubscribing.
Farm Fresh, you've been found out.
Busted.
I don't know, Farm Fresh. You can't play that.
You're out.
When I subscribed, it said, "Congratulations, you're the 1,000th winner." You're a funny guy, Mr. Webster.
But tell Farm Fresh that if you really
there ain't no way Dave he's messing with you.
He is Farm Fresh.
I don't know who Farm Fresh is. I know one ugly guy.
Farm Fresh busted. Yeah. Do you need some help, Farm Fresh?
So where do you at? You refreshing?
Hey, Farm Fresh. I know who you are. I'm coming.
Where does it say? Where are you?
I have a very specific set of skills.
That doesn't sound like him.
Like who?
Like Taken.
Like Taken?
Liam.
Ken Klemzak. Ken Klemzak. Congratulations.
Where is he?
We believe you are our 1,000th subscriber.
I'm going to type that in here. Is that confirmation on that?
Can we get a confirmation?
Is that confirmation? Ken? Is that you, Ken? No.
No, he's 998, I think.
Ken.
Let's see if we can get a confirmation here.
How do you spell Klemzak?
It's a hard one to spell.
Where is he on here? Did you get him?
I'm just trying to see if I got 1,000 subscribers or not. I don't care about anything else.
Do you have it?
Huh? My wife says, she's like, I just hope this doesn't take over your life.
Is she watching?
Let's see, don't worry about it. It already has.
Too late.
Tell me how to spell Klemzak without butchering it.
It's 998. Farm Fresh was really nice.
Phase converters with solar for an off-grid shop.
Phase converters. I don't know what that is.
Like 3-phase converters?
It takes 3-phase down into.
Or you want to go 3-phase?
I think they want to go 3-phase.
Yes, they do work, but we're not experts in converters. We've seen a few.
Or renticle.
Were you guys even giving away? We're giving away a 1-hour consult with me for water. Anything to do with water. If we have time, we can talk energy and all sorts of infrastructure generators. But I will get on the phone, walk your property on Google Earth with you if you want. And we do a well consultation, spring consultation, water consultation, hot water, cold water, potable water, all kinds of water.
Magic water.
All kinds of pumps.
That's why they call it magic water.
We call them magic water.
1,001. Okay, so let's see.
1,000. Yep. Congrats.
Wow.
Who?
This is a big moment.
Who got it though?
Did I get? Ken.
It looks like Ken Klemzak was 998.
Sorry, Ken.
Orthenthicol.
This is hard.
See, so
who is the 1,000th subscriber?
CY has subscribed to you on YouTube. So if it was CY's,
can't you tell with your subscribers coming in there on your emails?
Just hold on a second.
Just hold on a second now. Yes, can I help you? I am 1000 or 1001, says Porcupine Ranch.
Or I think it was a rentical. There's one weird name there. How do you say it? Rentical.
He's an ornithologist.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Orenthical.
It's not even close.
Orenthical. Looks like you won, buddy.
How do you know that?
Because I was watching him.
Orenthical. I'm going to type it in the chat. I don't know if can you see.
Orenthical, and if you
got the phone, I'm calling. Ken's calling.
Ken's calling?
Yeah, Ken's calling. He's picking up.
Orenthical. Now, Orenthical, if you're there and listening, if you do not want the consult, because some people don't, they just kind of checking it out. If you would like the consult, if you want to give it up, that's fine. You can. I'm just throwing that out there. But you are the 1,000th subscriber. Send me an email, info@practicalpreppers.com. And I will spend an hour at least helping you out with anything you want to do off grid.
What a great guy! He did
that for Johnny Valentine.
Your love language. You're a giver.
Johnny, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for Engineer 775?
How much would an hour consult for those of us who didn't win? It's $150 an hour, and it will be well worth your time if you're ready to actually put in a system. You need some help. I can save you at least that. I will save you that money.
No, it is
hour at least means morsels. Means morsels? What? I'm only getting the morsels for me, or I'm giving out morsels? Excellent. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. Terry Phone says 1,002 subs. He made it. He did. He made it.
Yeah,
so congratulations to Johnny, and you made it. All right.
We did it.
Woo! The phone drive is over.
Now we can watch figure skating.
No. Let's not comment on that.
I would say that. I have been inflamed.
What would we say if we were to comment on Olympic figure skating?
Still calling in.
What would I say? I would say,
you know what I think of that?
I'm glad my granddad's not here.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness what? That we didn't comment?
I just can't.
How much does Gain Solar charge for a consultation? He's funnier.
I'm not as smart as.
Yeah, but you're
I'm just not as good. I mean,
well, do you want solutions implemented quickly, or do you want funny?
Oh, no, look. When I talk to people, I tell them everything that you would tell them.
Yeah,
he's high.
Johnny and I have been cross training for the last year, so we do the same stuff. So whether you go through Johnny or go through me, you'll be taken care of.
But here, the only time I do consults is when people want.
Now everyone, what? No, we get down to.
People want like a solar ready construction consult. It's like
something's gold.
Yes, I usually charge $65 an hour. I'm cheaper than Scott.
You got 1,000 subs, you can buy Twinkies now. They say. Did the poly
funny solutions? Yeah, I do funny. Most of my prepping
did the
stuff
poly
is funny.
Did the poly seal the pond?
Thanks,
you mean
Ken.
that pond? What do you? The stuff that we got from Australia. It does work. The Pond Save plug. It expands to 300 times the particle size. I won't get into it, but it does work. That one pond in Missouri, he was supposed to treat it the second time. He didn't for whatever reason, but it was leaking 70 to 80 gallons a minute, so he needs more. This thing is gold.
Okay, Dan.
My battery's just about dead.
All right, we're gonna have to cut this thing short.
Charger's in the bag.
We need to cut it short, dude. We gotta get up in the morning and go. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
What? No way.
Hey, K-Dan says make sure you respond to his email. What is your best recommended?
Yes, sir.
Best
what?
Pastor married Christian. I bought some property and moved into something about solar. Duck poop also seals ponds. And if you flip a sniping turtle out over it and stick it in the hole, it'll seal it too. But the thing about a turtle is it has all four meats.
You know, there's all kind of environmental.
If you drain the pond and get a bunch of pigs, it's on this side.
I need to ask you before we get off this. I just want to ask you a real question. I want to do 3 questions with you. 3 questions, real questions you have to answer.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a turtle really have all 4 meats when you eat a turtle?
I couldn't distinguish the all 4 meats in the turtles that I've eaten.
He's eating turtles.
What do you mean have I eaten turtle? I'm eating snapping turtle.
But like,
I got a witness on here. Is my brother on here? Brian Hunt.
They say a turtle has chicken, it has beef, It has.
You haven't even eaten turtle. You can't be talking about
It
it.
has pork. Have you ever heard that?
I heard that from you.
Abraham, have you ever heard that?
Turtle is awesome. But anyway.
Turtle I've eaten's been good.
All right, next question.
Hopefully I can find some off-grid land and do a whole. Yes, turtle is awesome. Next question.
All right. Me and Abraham are going to talk about it for a second. There's a list of questions, and we're not sure which one we want to ask you. Do we need a consult? That's one.
You plugged me in. Awesome.
We'll make turtle again. It was awesome.
Thank you. Abraham is awesome.
Brian.
You just got to watch him.
Brian Hunt.
Wiring.
Yeah, really.
Touching panels.
Let Abraham wire your shoulder, right?
I won't make turtle again. It was awesome. What?
Yeah, Brian loves turtle.
I don't know what he's
Hopefully, I
saying.
can find some off-grid land.
It is awesome.
Setup, but I'm scared of the cost. 0-1 Crom.
Is the winner accepting the console? I don't know. We haven't heard from the winner.
Ooh, Orinthacol.
Calling Orinthacol. Do you?
Because I mean, I think if Orinthacol,
we'll go back to Johnny's emails. If Orinthacol doesn't accept, we'll pull somebody like
either CY or
Ken Kemzak or
Adirondacks for me.
You like Adirondacks?
Dude, he's been telling me.
He has been.
Do your spouses watch this crazy stuff? No.
My wife's like,
you see what most of it's just guy. It's just guy stuff. Yeah. I mean, my demographics on YouTube is, it's
I have a lot
95% testosterone.
Well, that figures. They're like, he's so dreamy, talented.
I think you need to sing us a song.
No.
Good. I was cheated. Porcupine Ranch was cheated. No, you were busted. Wasn't he the one that busted?
That was,
I'm sorry, crash. Porcupine.
Porcupine, if you feel like you were cheated, you just need
solar nerd stuff. We're not really doing any solar nerd stuff, Cal, right now. I'll email you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ken. So this is fun. Enjoy it. I really like YouTube Live. It's kind of fun.
I know, it is fun. It's bedtime for me, though, man. I got to watch some figure skating, chill myself out. It's the only thing that calms me down these days. Couples.
I don't know if these are questions. Surveillance cameras to watch the wildlife like deer. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of trail cams out there.
Okay, somebody's got a tough
What's
question.
Your vice?
What's your vice? I can tell you what his vice is.
My vice?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell him?
Oh.
Why not? Console. I don't know. You're kind of my hero. I look up to you. So. What is your vice?
What is my vice?
I don't mind.
Johnny sing a song gets a yes vote.
My stumbling blocks, it tends to vary. So one day it might be greed or covetousness. I'm really struggling with covetousness.
Come on now. This is.
That's right. That was really good soup.
Do you not have a vice?
My vice is in Miami.
Food.
Yeah. Yeah, my vice was revealed about an hour ago at the Shogun buffet.
So they're like, quick, shut the door. Look at that boy coming in here. Get that door. They couldn't stop us. I came in there and I said, how much is it? They said $11.99. I said, you're going to lose on this deal, buddy. Looks like I
turtle soup's over there, partner.
Where's the turtle soup? Where's the pork chicken? Where's the pork chicken?
We just sampled a few things.
Yeah, a few hundred
things. Anyway. So yes, that's my. I'm sorry. That is gluttony is awful.
But could you use a septic tank to make electricity?
Yeah, biodigesters. We are working on a biodigester with a friend who's a professor at Clemson University. I have so many landmines on my property, aka cow pies. I'm going to turn into I want to build a biodigester. It's done a lot around the world. Done a lot in China. We need to. Let's make some gas.
Scott, you kind of have I thought that's pretty good.
I saw two dudes kissing, and I thought that's pretty good. Great.
Vice
now that you hang on here long enough, and you can have this.
Yellow sponge cakes.
Please install solar exhaust fans.
You don't get in trouble with the hotel.
Yellow sponge cakes. Anything with bacon. You man, been sub many years. Keep up the good work and videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, good luck completing the install. Yeah, we will complete that install tomorrow.
It's your water or mine?
Yours. Ain't mine. So, who gets the floor? I don't know. Vice is Twinkies. Yes, Could be. They were actually awful. I haven't had them in a long time. They weren't very good. And that close make gas. What?
I think we need to cut it off.
Have you read anything about popular hybrid? Why am I the only one here? Abraham, what happened to Abraham? Get in here.
Hey, guys.
Right. This is Abraham.
Hello.
This is Abraham is a very talented. Abraham has worked at biochar gasification plant. He's a vine dresser at a Russian vineyard right now. He works for. We're stealing him. Well, we're getting. He's Johnny.
I'm that motivated helper with a lot of kids.
Yeah.
He has 5 children, and so he works for me on water stuff because he's a good plumber. He's a great worker, and so Johnny and I are.
And I try to keep these guys in check.
Yeah.
And I provide comic relief with country songs.
He definitely brings some interesting music. Please don't sing that song.
When he goes bad.
Have you read anything about the popular hybrid you're working on with fuel? No, there's so many cool energy sources. So, you guys gone?
I gotta pee.
Yes, a biodigester video series would be awesome. How do you filter and compress it?
Have you seen the biodigester that you can buy? It's like totally ready.
No.
Home biogas.
We got to build it.
No, I want to just buy this. Somebody asked to Abraham.
I lift my billboard. Light my billboards with solar. That's a cool thing. I talked to a guy and he went out of business. That was going to be his business model, was lighting up billboards with solar. So how many billboards do you have, Mr. Church, and how's that working for you? You just grid tie, or are you actually powering are you net metering your solar, or are you actually powering the lights? Abraham rules.
Horrible shorts.
Horrible short. Well,
dude, I'm probably gonna
completely off grid. That's cool. That's cool. I'm curious about how you're doing that.
I want to know like what size
batteries, what kind of, are you decent? Probably just charge controller.
It's probably just run LEDs.
Horrible shorts you got on there, Abraham. Was one of the comments.
What's the line from the country song?
Gas.
Ain't got swimming shorts.
Are they LED billboards? I hope so. They were unpowered, very simple setup.
Whoa.
Completely off grid. Cool. We'd like to know more about it.
Takes over charge.
All right. Well, we're just holding, kind of fading here. Yeah, no, I'm good. My vice. Chocolate. Turtles.
Sometimes it's just drain your phone.
I do. I got these gigantic valves. I had a turtle that gets stuck in the pipe. That's how I captured the turtle. And their shells fit perfectly in the pipe, and they're trying to get up.
You got the knife fork.
I cook them,
Flip that thing over.
but I know how to catch turtles. I got 2 valves, and the turtle just gets sucked into the pipe.
Flip that turtle over. We'll cook it in the fire.
We gasified turtles. And are the women of the town or what? What? Thank you for all the information. That guy ran away. I have a greenhouse. I'm trying to pump water from a creek that is about 10 feet below grade. What is the best 12-volt pump for this? I'm not big into 12-volt pumps. There's some transfer pumps, but they don't have much head. You could try them. I mean, there's some cheap pumps out there. There's automotive pumps, 12-volt, the Toyota Prius. Go search YouTube for the Toyota Prius water pump. It moves a crazy amount of water. It's 12-volt, and go to a junkyard and get it. I
want to know about the Chevy Volt 50 amp hour.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I don't,
It's like $500 on eBay.
We don't know. So they're unpowered. What else we got going in here? I have a greenhouse. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, just think of automotive pumps, water pumps. The Prius pump is pretty impressive. The Prius transmission is insanely cool. I got a local LKQ junkyard. You can go in there, little bag of tools, and I got compressors and little baby scrolls. And
you do?
Yeah, I had fun.
You can take whatever you want off the junkyard.
Well, you pay for what it is.
A bit more scrap.
Yeah, you go in there and get what you want, but you get to go in there and actually do it yourself. I love LKQ. It's not too far from my house.
So when you're not like
eating raw turtles out of your pond? You go there.
I go down and
You cook some
wrenches.
Just
Yes,
flip them over and like some There's the part that tastes like chicken.
It's got all the 4 meat
The
groups.
turtle's got 4 meats.
Oh my goodness! I guess we're about done.
We digress. We're gonna check out some figure skating.
We were successful. We got this man over 1,000 subscribers, and that was our goal tonight. We thank you for participating. We're going to sign off from our first ever telethon.
Hopefully the last.
Possibly the last. We haven't said anybody say this is absolutely awful yet.
No,
So
I don't think you've got any thumbs down.
um,
39 thumbs up. I just really appreciate your help.
what's up, Jason? You're actually on.
Did YouTube demonetize like everyone else?
Did what?
Thanks.
Did YouTube demonetize you like everyone else?
Yeah.
Some, not a lot of my videos. I don't have a lot of, the guns and ammo videos. So I'm pretty vanilla. Engineer 775 could be just about anything.
But you start eating turtles on your channel.
If I start eating turtles, catching them, I think PETA will be after me. Thanks. You're welcome, Brian. M&M's and green beer.
Awful good show tonight. You mean by absolutely awful good show? Like it was
awful?
Good
or was it good? I got demonetized. Not enough subs. But yeah, that's the reason. Johnny got demonetized for not enough subs. So we're doing this marathon for him tonight, having some fun. And we got to get up early and install some more infrastructure for some awesome customers. Are you a liberal?
No, sir.
No, sir. What is this? Why does it hide or show? I don't know if it's Jason. You're coming up as suspected spam.
Joe Ash, I got enough followers. I needed 1,000 followers, and I think I need 40,000 minutes of watch time and 1,000
Brian
followers.
says regular start blows.
Brian, take a shot.
All right, Brian.
Oh my goodness. Oh
That was an
man.
attack on regular
This was
start.
a marathon for Johnny. Yes, this was a marathon for Johnny. Are you stating the fact or asking a question, Mr. Andrade?
People who work for a living are not liberal.
I know the sub's just not the
Are you
hours.
kidding me?
They're still talking about. I'll be waiting for Game Solar.
Did they
Music.
demonetize you, one ugly guy?
Well, Jason Andrade, when people say question instead of asking the question, it
That was a
really
question?
bothers me. If you got any turtles in your
This was a marathon. Yes, this was a telethon actually for Johnny. We were conducting a phone telethon. The phone's been ringing off of the hook. There it goes again. Hello. Oh, it's you, Jason. How you doing out there? Heard you didn't do too well after we left you in Vegas. Oh my!
Wrangler Star doesn't homestead either. Man, these people are really ripping on Wrangler Star.
Dang.
I happen to like Wrangler Star.
You can all right. So if people are asking how
you're
to
still on the
sub,
line. Oh, you hung up on me. Take
you
that.
can click.
Oh, another 45 minutes. Time to watch some of Johnny's videos. Yes, it is. Time to watch some of Johnny's videos.
I recommend the song
Jonathan. Did you bring those phones with you or steal them from other rooms? Other rooms. All right. What type of engineers are you people? Well, you can be anything on YouTube. I just pretend to be an engineer. I'm a janitor.
I'm a master of the custodial arts.
I do have a degree in engineering, so I can say that I am a degree from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, RPI.
I'm not.
And
you're pretty legit.
So do you ever want to back engineer a UFO?
Well, that's
no.
funny. You should ask about that. Yeah. We
Is it that time?
Reverse engineering here and there.
What does the 775 mean in your handle? 775 was engineer, when I first started channel, quickly was taken. Engineer 7 was taken, 77 was taken, and 75 made it. Those are biblical numbers. So I got
a great answer for Search.
Engineer 775.
Yeah, what's up with Search?
I'm gonna tell.
When you change,
I got the answer right here. You always have.
Does it present problems in households with a lot of women?
You always have a problem in a house full of women.
Ooh. I could get in trouble with this one. I have a house full of women.
I had to.
And we do go through a lot of hot water. And women like water hotter than men. No doubt. At least 5 degrees hotter.
That's true. Brian wants a video on whiz bangs.
Whiz Bang Juniors? Or just, does he think I'm whiz bangs?
Your breakfast video was informative. I want a video on whiz bangs. We're going to do Engineer 75 cooks a turtle next.
I'm going to put it in that pizza oven and blow up a turtle.
We got to close this thing out. It's not
What's your favorite beer, Johnny?
Modelo.
Yeah. Everything is, we eat Mexican with this guy 3 times a day.
And no,
I mean, you want to go Italian? No, I hate Italian. You want to go here? No, I don't.
Scott, tell them about the type of Mexican restaurants that take.
We go to real taquerias. Did I say that right? Dirty. These tables have never been washed. The bathroom, there's not a piece of paper. The light doesn't come on.
He has to order for us.
And he has to order for us because I can't speak the language. And he gave me some weird, I had coconut, rice, almond milk juice. And I put this salsa on that burned my face off. And then I got to try to cool it down with cinnamon rice milk. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Turtle food.
And then I had these soapies. Soap. I started eating that soapy and trying to wash it down with cinnamon milk or rice milk. Oh, anyway, Johnny only eats Mexican food.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Good Thai food, baby.
The weirder the better.
Tell him why you replace the elements.
Where?
So it wouldn't pull so much power.
Yeah, we don't want to beat the inverter up, because all of a sudden when that thing comes on, it's like 20 amps, 4,500 watts hitting that inverter, and it's we're just trying to protect the equipment because the customer doesn't know what's going on with it, and so we drop the element size down so that's more forgiving. We do 2,500 to 3,500 watt elements, excuse me, and that's just a little more forgiving on the system.
Somehow they don't understand that my YouTube is Gain Solar Services.
Why don't they understand that?
No.
Johnny's channel is Gain Solar Services.
Yeah.
Okay. He's in Georgia. Water heater element. Why did you replace both elements? Well, why do we replace both elements? Did you answer that question?
Why do we replace both?
Yeah. The elements that are top and bottom, they're never on simultaneously. That would really be a bummer if they both came on. You had 9,000 watts of hammer. So the bottom element comes on first to heat most of the tank. If there's a demand on the house that the bottom element can't keep up, the top element kicks on. There's 2 thermostats in there that are working together. And so when you've used up most of the hot water, that top element will then kick on so that you're not getting any cold water. And this game is played all the time. That's why I'm trying to heat that bottom element with solar directly, so I can, do most of the work off of solar. But that's another. You've seen that. You can watch that other video. That thing works, by the way. That thing is awesome. Nobody believed it, and it's a lot cheaper than some of the other solutions out there.
Brian says Subway's rule.
Yeah, Brian knows.
Yeah,
Brian can speak the language. Look at he's going off. Sope's rule, chorizo, esto bueno. I can't speak later again.
We got to wrap this.
We got to go. 2004. Okay, we've broken the barrier for Johnny. That was our goal.
That was a major hurdle.
Thank you very much. And I'm just looking at this. I'm squinting out, looking at this chat window for an hour.
I just realized, my channel can go 2 ways. It can go technical. It can be real technical, or it can go.
Yeah, Johnny actually is a Spanish. He was a Spanish major in college. It's not his mom or his dad, but he learned it.
I wanted to pick the most useful profession I could find.
So speak some Spanish, because there might be some Spanish customers out here.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh no, no, no.
No, I'm just
What?
kidding. Internal water heaters offered in the south, like up north, like we're nine.
You should put a link to
Demand
your
eternal. What?
Hey, I should
your
put that up.
superstar, Spanish superstar.
Evan Lennon. I know Evan Lennon. He used to work for me.
Where can I find the best tacos in
I
Georgia?
don't really go up to Swanee. It's too close to. It's too close to the metropolis, poorly designed Atlanta. Go that way.
Can I run my deep freeze on my Texas Instruments pocket calculator? Oh, sure. Yeah.
I just want to thank everyone for Simon. I'm going to bed.
Just the key of my amigos.
You got to go to bed, man.
All right. We got to go to bed because we got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Sorry, folks. We're getting off this telethon. Telethons will wear you out. Dude, I didn't know. I've never done one before. This was fun. We'll have to do it again. And again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You can subscribe to my channel if you haven't too. That's good too.
I don't think they would be watching if they hadn't subscribed to it.
I don't know. That's not necessarily true.
Well, I can't believe I broke 1,000 followers.
All right.
Big moment.
We're signing off. Thank you, everyone. We're going to end the stream.
1,006.
All right. We ended up with 1,006. So we did our. It's good. I might get paid tomorrow. Thanks a lot, folks. See you later.
Live videos are